every so often on WGLT, we bring you the story of an unsung community servant who's making Bloomington Normal a better place. Today, we introduce you to a Bloomington man who has dedicated 3 decades of his life fighting against malaria in foreign countries. In this edition of More of That, Please, Normal Rotary Club member Drake Zimmerman just marked the distribution of 3 billion mosquito nets worldwide through an organization he helped create. Here's student reporter Megan Spurline with the story.
Malaria is a bloodborne parasite that causes anemia due to loss of red blood cells. It can often lead to kidney failure, chills, fever, coma, and sometimes death. Inspired by the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, Drake Zimmerman started the Malaria Project in 1993 after hearing about a new medicine that cures malaria.
We as Rotarians have the role of being leaders and identifying where are the gaps, what needs to happen, what does the scientific community need in order to move forward with this particular innovation, what does the donor community need in terms of data to move forward and to help fund a particular intervention that is very effective, what does the local community need.
Zimmerman now co-chairs Rotarians Against Malaria Global. Implementing and distributing mosquito nets to countries in Africa and Asia was a 4-stage process. First the pilot project, then proof of scale, then distributing the nets countrywide, then across multiple countries. Through a Rotary matching grant, the pilot study was conducted in Ghana in 2002, where nearly 15,000 insecticide beta nets were distributed through an existing measles vaccination campaign. Zimmerman says to further prove the mosquito net's effectiveness, another 25,000 nets were distributed in Zambia in 2003.
We got the same results, higher coverage rates than had ever before been achieved, with greater impact at a much lower cost.
The following year, the Rotarians entered the 3rd stage of the process, distributing over 1 million nets to the people of Togo. Multi-country distributions began in 2005, with over 14,000 nets being distributed in just a few years. Zimmerman saw firsthand how the nets were keeping mosquitoes out and helping reduce malaria's spread.
When people don't have malaria, they can show up for work, they can plant their crops, they can tend their crops, harvest their crops, sell their crops, take care of their families. The impact on the community of not having malaria is absolutely gigantic.
RAM Global is now helping to distribute more than 280 million mosquito nets each year to more than 20 countries.
So right now we've had district after district after district get themselves cleared of malaria and then certified, and they have this local pride in maintaining that certification of no cases being transmitted. So we as RAM Global, looking globally, are taking those methods and taking them to India, we're taking them to Africa, where there are much higher rates of malaria.
In addition to providing nets, RAM Global helps train community healthcare workers to learn to treat malaria and encourages a sense of belonging through community cleanup and soccer tournaments for youth. Zimmerman says his connection with Rotary made this all possible.
RAM Global's efforts helped significantly reduce malaria cases worldwide, but cases have increased in recent years. The World Health Organization cites conflict and humanitarian crises, resource constraints, and biological challenges, including drug and insecticide resistance, as slowing the effort to eradicate malaria. The WHO also notes extreme weather events fueled by climate change as aiding the survival of mosquitoes that transmit malaria. Normal Rotary Club member Drake Zimmerman spoke to WGLT student reporter Megan Spurline. If you have a suggestion for a More of That Please feature, email us. We're at news@wglt.org.